One of the things about the State Fair is that you are always looking to get that blue ribbon, whether it be for the best heifer, for the best pie recipe. That is what we are looking for, and today we are talking about cakes. I am here with the incomparable Amber James, who is one of the judges of this year's cake decorating competition. So I want to thank you for being here with me, Amber.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, we are going to talk about some of the people who spent lots and lots of time putting a cake together this year. Behind us are so many examples. I want you to tell me how the cake decorating works. How does this competition work?
Okay, as I've mentioned to you, this usually isn't just hours of work. This is days and days of work that these entrants put into these cakes. You can see there are several levels of cake. So we've got some beginners, we've got some intermediates, we've got some advanced. We also have some cakes that are just one layer, and then we've got these beautiful multi-tier cakes. That is just a feat that no novice should attempt sometimes. But we have some different buttercream cakes. We have some cakes that are fondant covered. We've got several different themes and such. But it's just a great thing to come to the fair and see these cakes because they're all beautiful.
And you mentioned the levels. So each of them are competing against different cakes in that level for cash prizes, right?
Yes, there are cash prizes, yes.
Okay, so what do you as a judge look for? Because I look back there and I think they all look amazing. How do you even judge them?
Sure. Well, we look for artistic skill. We look for creativity. There are some things in terms of looking for the right proportions, the right techniques, things that maybe only judges would be able to spot. But also we look for what would the public enjoy? What do they like? Is there a particular theme that would grab the public's eye? And points need to be given for that as well.
And you said, as just, you know, for something that people keep asking, is that these cakes aren't necessarily all edible for this competition right now, but they must be at some point.
Yes, one of the rules is that anything that you put on your cake must be easily replicated in something that is edible, yes.
And all of these have been judged, so if you come out to the fair, you'll see the blue ribbons, the purple ribbons, see the placement, you'll be able to read about the cakes and kind of see all of the themes, right?
Yes.
It's probably a big draw here at the fair.
I hope so. I always come to see it. Even when I don't judge.
Not just because you love cakes, but
yes, but I always used to come to see it. Yes.
It's amazing.
Yep.
Okay, so you also yourself know what it means to be able to make a fancy cake.
Yes.
I am a complete novice. I wouldn't even attempt to make anything that's not from a box.
Okay.
So you're going to show me how to make a basic rosette that somebody would be able to put on a cake to fancy it up a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and cut right to the rosette. So what we're going to do, now I of course have a cake that doesn't have any of the beautiful borders that you prepared prior to coming.
Yep.
So, but I can go ahead and put some roses on top and then I'll have you try as well. So what we've got is just a tip that's a star shape. Okay. And I've got my red or my pink frosting in there, and it's buttercream. I'm going to hold it just barely on top of the cake, and then I'm going to start squeezing in the center, and then I'm going to go around and around, and then I'm going to let my pressure up a little bit and drag a tail, and then you've got a rose.
Oh,
so there's one of our
simple,
roses.
huh?
It is. It is. So I think we're going to let you try. Make sure you get your hand right there. Okay, you want to hold, there you go.
Okay.
Yep, and you're going to put it right down so that it's near the top of your cake.
Gotcha.
Start squeezing for me and I'll help you on this first one. Then we're going to go around counterclockwise. Keep squeezing, squeeze a little bit harder. And then we're going to stop squeezing and pull a little tail. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, the most perfect rose. It's better than yours, right? What would
Absolutely.
Blue ribbon?
Oh, this is best of show. This
Obviously.
is best of show.
So, and when people come here, they can obviously see all of these techniques.
Yes.
They can learn more about what it would take to put that together.
They sure can, yep. And actually, you know, I teach classes. This is the Wilton method that I just showed you, is the Wilton tip number 1M. And I'm going to put a border on my cake the same way that you brought your cake with a border.
Okay.
And this again is just a simple star tip. It's a little smaller in size. I'm making mine blue. And that's just going to put that really pretty shell border around the bottom of an otherwise very plain cake.
So Amber, people can come down, they can still vote for People's Choice.
They can.
Right?
Yes.
And they can come to Cardinal Hall where all the cakes are on display through the end of the fair. So I want to thank you for teaching me how to be maybe like 1/58 as good as all of those there. So come on down to the Ohio State Fair. I'll mention Paw Patrol to any kid under the age of 10 and they'll know exactly what you're talking about. You might hear some screams. Now, you don't have to turn on the TV to see your favorite characters. Just visit the Ohio State Fair. We'll have those details next.